So, time for the starter base. Let's actually get it moving. We'll need some of this packed ice, and we're going to start the starter base with an ice spike right here. A really big one. Bigger than that. Bigger than that. Yeah, so this is the place right here. I sort of marked it out. The great thing about ice spikes is that they're really easy to build. Boom, 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 boom. And this one will be a little wider than most of them. Most of them are 3x3. I want this to be 5x5 eventually. But first, we're just going to build this. Build this up. And I will take some note of the coordinates because I don't have any ladders or anything. It'll be dark soon, but let's see if we can get at least our first platform. 91, so 2, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97. All right, so we are now at block 97. Excellent. And this is where we're going to start building our dream home. Well, starter base, a starter dream home. How about that? Because what we need to do is build diagonally like this, and then like this, and then like this, and then like this again. We got 5, we got 2. And then we're going to do 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. A great start. Yeah. A great start to the starter base. Let's see if we can nab this. There we go. And just drop down. We actually have to go down a little further. Ooh, we got a wandering trader. Wonder if he sells gunpowder. Yeah. All right, so let's build a little platform down here. Actually, it has to be still lower. It has to be like this level. All right, I'm going to build a dirt platform here so that I can reach everything. All right, so now we're underneath. We're underneath the floor level, and to get this next layer, we have to do is go back to our smooth stone. So we're going to put 3 blocks here, and then I'll need this here, and then this and this. I believe that will work. So we do like a 3, 3, 2, right? 2, 3, and 2 on this layer. All right. Oh, you see, I messed that up. I really messed that up. All right. 2, 3, 2. Right. So it's got to go here and here, and then here. Okay. And then like that. Okay. 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, and then 2. All right. Let's build this side. Oh wow, this is just so much more painful in survival. Yeah, I'm gonna have so much work in post-production cleaning up this episode. It's pathetic. Yay. All right. And then this is pretty easy. I actually got this perfectly laid out. That's going to be the center. Lovely. Lovely. We did it. right. The start. It's a start. It's a start. I am the talent. It's time to play Minecraft. Oh, come on. Have the glass. I am the talent. It's time to play Minecraft. Today is all about our starter base. Let me explain a little bit about what I'm actually trying to do here. When last we left off, I did a little time lapse building the outer shells here, as well as our what I'm calling the lampshade, which is a structure of glass at the very top. So we've got 4 domes with smooth stone around the edges and light blue stained glass covering the tops of each of these. Still a lot of design work that I haven't quite figured out, but in the center, of course, we've got this giant ice spike, and I'm going to fill it out so that it's a little more dense, probably 5 by 5 mostly. But yeah, I haven't really figured out what's going to be the best way to access these spheres. I mean, with Elytra, of course, we can just fly on in here. I'm leaving the top layer here blank so we can sort of drop down in anytime we want. But I'm also looking at ways to get a staircase around the ice spike, but something that actually blends in with the ice rather than looking really jagged. All right, on the interior here, here's how things are shaping up. We got the smooth stone. Smooth stone just looks awesome. Just no matter what, you can just use it anywhere and make things look nice. Probably gonna remove this glass on the bottom. I don't know, might keep it. But on the interiors, which I haven't really thought about too much, of course, but we're gonna have a floor layer around here. Of course, we can just walk in and out and have a little staircase so that we can wander to the next spheres. So floor layer in here, which also gives a lot of great visibility. But getting a little ahead of ourselves, we've got 2 more of these domes. 2 more of these domes to finish off. And let's finish off these guys too. Whoops. Gotta work on my landing technique. All right, so we've got 2 of the domes covered. Now, this transition layer here, I'm going with quartz. I gotta really watch out. I'm pretty low on quartz. Pretty low. I tried swapping it out for some other blocks that are also white. I looked at calcite. It just has too much of a busy pattern. Also, snow blocks, very similar to quartz and a lot cheaper. But it doesn't quite work. So I'm going to stick with the quartz, even though it means I'll probably have to go back to the nether to get some more. Anywho, let's finish off these other 2. Finish off these other 2 here. Where is the rest of them? Yeah, okay. I still have enough. I'm going to have enough quartz, I think. So building these, I got kind of good at it, actually. I finally figured out the pattern. So, you know, I had prototyped this in creative, which Yeah, for a while took, whoops, see, I'm already messing it up. Took a long time to just figure out the perspectives, but yeah, I think we finally got it. So just put a ring around the floor layer here of the quartz. So like that. So we've got these L's around the corner. And now we can go back to glass. Keeping some space for our entryway, of course. Start the ring. All right, where's the rest of... Okay, now I'm pretty sure I have... Yeah. Still have enough glass, although I'm going to need to save some to add some additional layers up top there. But we'll get back to that as soon as we finish building out these the shells, which also I haven't even considered interior decorating, but also we'll get to that later. 1, 2, 3, cover these blocks. 1, 2, 3, cover these corners here. 1, 2, and 3, cover these corners. And then the trick here is that basically the top part is a mirror image of the bottom part. So if we just remember how things work on the bottom, we can mirror it nicely on the top part. So there we've got our 2, 3, 2 pattern. And let's just put down a bed here because it's getting a little dark. A little bit dark. All right, so next layers, let's see, it's always tricky to remember. I think we do one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we need a temp block there so that we can bring that along here. 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another one there for the corner. And again for the corner. All right, so next we need to go up, and we'll need this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we wrap around like this. So actually not too many temp blocks once we get to this point. It was definitely more difficult to build the bases of the structure. And I started in the middle, which really complicated things. I started on the ground floor, basically because I wanted to make sure all of these were exactly 8 blocks apart, because that's the only way my staircase is going to work. All right, so we'll grab another one of these here. Right, have I done? Oh, actually, this needs to be glass anyway. So now we can put the top layer in. And again, not going to enclose these because we're not going to get snow in here. That's the whole purpose of this. And it's just going to make access a whole lot easier. All right, so that is basically it for our third one. And we got 4 so that we're facing each direction. And the top one faces north, and that's sort of points towards spawn, has the best view. And, you know, this view to the south is sort of the industrial district. Not that attractive. All right, but let's head inside to remove the rest of this dirt around the edges. And then just build a little staircase here so I can get out. Looking good, looking good. Let's double check the pattern. So this, again, should be a mirror image. Looks, I think, kind of. Yeah, looks good, looks good. Yeah, the light blue stained glass just works so well in the ice spikes. I mean, really. All right, our last one now. So let's go with our quartz. We're running low, but I think we definitely have enough to cover this transition layer here. I did want to use quartz on the staircase, though, so that is going to be a bit tricky. It basically means I'll be going back to the nether. There's our L pattern there, and there, and there. All right, glass time. Da, da, da. Now it's actually easier to build this in survival than creative, as long as I don't fall off. This one is pretty low too. I gotta watch out. End up impaling myself on these ice spikes. Two and three and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3, and then we make a little L again. Like that, and like that, like that, and like that. Ah, I love it. I love these. Boom. All right, next we go up. One, two, 3. Oops. No. This actually is going to be like that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And where we need the temp block is right here. Here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Temp 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a little dizzy doing this. The glass blends in so well with the ice in the background that I can't even see where I am. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I miss something here? I did. Yeah, I missed that. 5, and then 1 more here. 1 more. Right there. Okay. And now we have 1 more layer up above. I just need 1 starter temp block to get it started, because then we can wrap it around like this. Three, 4, 5, wrap. And the last one. There we go. And 1 more temp block to get us up to the top layer. 3, Actually, I need 10 blocks all the way around. It's just doing a nice even 3x3 opening up here. And that's gonna do. That's gonna do. Looking good. Just get back in here, and now we can actually start thinking, what am I going to do with the interior? What am I going to do with... Oh, for a minute there, I thought I forgot the glass, because this is actually one layer below. It's not supposed to be. But when we do have... do I have any slabs? Just demonstration purposes. What have I got in here? No slabs there. Okay. And that's just glass. Well, I wanted to see if we make the floor out of slabs, then this area down here will actually be a lot more usable compared to if we have this you know, a floor like at this level. There's not much room to work with, especially over here in the corners. So if we use slabs, I think one of the good things I can do is have storage on the lower levels of each of the pods. All right, so let's get back down here. I also need to figure out, yeah, still a lot of work to do. So we're gonna head up top and put some more rings around this to make sure, you know, it's not just for aesthetic purposes. It's not just to make things look pretty. It's actually serves a very important purpose, and that is to prevent snow buildup. So instead of covering all of these with string individually, we just got this glass dome up here, and I'm going to cover that with string. And it's going to take about 12 stacks of string, but you know, once we do that, then snow won't accumulate on the rest of the build. All right, but now I do have to think, another important point. As we're building up this ice spike here, we need to add some like support beams to each of the pods, just to give it, you know, a little more stability. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. And it is just about time to go to sleep. So let's do that, and then let's pop back outside, being wary not to approach my iron farm, since that will technically count as a village. So I'll need to grab a bucket and cancel the bad omen effect before I go anywhere near the iron farm today. But yeah, in terms of how am I actually going to get in this thing, like, obviously with an elytra, you don't really need a stairway, but, you know, what if I want to invite someone over who doesn't have an elytra? Or actually, more likely, what if I end up dying and stumble back here, and then I'm going to have to build up to the whole thing? But there are a couple good options that we have. One is, you know, obviously the ice spike itself. I could have a stairway going, you know, winding around the whole thing all the way up, but I think that's going to look a little too awkward, especially since the staircase on the outer edge is going to be really bulky. It's going to be really hard to blend it in and make it look natural rather than just a jagged staircase. So another thing we can do is a bubble column on the inside. And I think that's what I'm going to do to get to the topmost layer. But then it's still kind of inefficient. Like, you know, let's say you want to go to this one, take a bubble column all the way to the top and then walk our way down. No, we can't do that. So I might have another bubble column with another ice spike just coming down here to the lowest sphere. Just one thing I don't want to do is overwhelm this area with ice spikes popping down. So we'll try to keep it, you know, somewhat somewhat uncluttered. Yeah, that is the idea, but also gonna have a lot of thinking to do about the interiors of these guys. And again, up here on top of the lampshade, we're going to add a few more layers because we need to go out some more, and going to build that up around the edges so it adds a little bit more depth, a little bit more dimension. Yeah, and then planning the interiors of each of the rooms. So yeah, the plan for today: finish off this lampshade. Do a little bit of detailing. I think I'm going to save the interior decoration because, I know that, one of them I should have an enchanting table set up, and then maybe a brewing room, and I need some storage and, all that stuff. But I do want to get the exterior looking good, and that's going to take some more work on the central ice spike, of course. Figuring out that staircase. Again, let's take a look. How much quartz do we have? I think that's all that we've got, right? Yeah, plus these, and I can get some stairs and slabs out of that. We might be good on the quartz, actually. We might have enough, because I only need it's only 8 blocks of distance between each of the pods, so it doesn't take too much. So yeah, I think I want to use quartz to ring around the ice spike to travel between each of the spheres. And then we'll need some more ice and some more decoration blocks just around the outside, just, spice things up a little bit. And of course, I need some way to actually connect to the ice spike so that I'm not wandering around just like on this edge. Little bit dangerous. All right, folks, I will catch you on the flip side. I am the Talent. This has been the Minecraft Slow Run. I will see you tomorrow.